palpable. I am a lover of Christmas. I'm a lover of festivities. I'm a lover of everything that gives me an opportunity to, choose some chicken and have so much fun. We're supposed to do Prosumers Forum. So today we're going to, but I don't want us to be in a complaining mood because we're in a festive mood. You understand? We're in a festive mood. But I will just still let us, have our right at it. Today is supposed to be, our speak out, where you get to pick up the phone and call and just let us know what is going on, what happened, your merchandise. Did any if you were a consumer, did you buy any product that was below the standard? Or if you're a producer, did you get cheated by a consumer? Or rather, also if you are a producer and you have the best customers, well, let's announce it here. Or all through the year as a producer, you've had a fantastic time and you want to do a shout out to all the people who have been consuming your product. Please also do call out and say thank you, but you don't have to mention the name of your product. No. Just say business has been good. Thank you. That's all. And also, for example, if AEDC has been fantastic, you can call in and say thank you, AEDC. You can call in and say, oh, these people have done this. You can call in and say the government has done this. This is what we're doing. I don't want us to ruin the festive mood now. Do you understand? We cannot now all be calling and be bashing and saying, oh, I went to the market, I bought this. It was not the Tinto. But we enter this festive mood like this. It's not possible. All right, we're going to go for a short break. But remember, my name is Tracy. And just in case you just tuned in, this is Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. And this is Prosumers Forum, that particular program that brings together producers and consumers to talk about products and services. And just in case, we also bring a platform where we get to talk about services and service providers. And just in case... if you're a service provider, if you're providing substandard services, we get to set a redress here and just to let the consumer know that we are here for you. That is what Prosumer is for, producers and consumer. But I would always take the side of the consumer because that's the person who's bringing in money. But then in any day that the consumer decides that they want to default, I will take the side of the producer. All right, so stick with me. In another 1 minute, we'll be right back. We'll start taking calls. The number to call will be 081 89 99 1011. I'll take the number again, 081 89 99 1011. We're supposed to even talk about copyright today on Prosumers Forum. You know how people know how to do copy. I remember growing up, my first. Don't worry, let's take a short break. When we come back, we'll talk more about copyright. Okay? All right.
The regulatory bodies discussing their challenges and common goals. The question is who gets value from the service. Bringing together Nigeria's producers, consumers, and the regulatory bodies. Discussing their challenges and common goals. The question of who gets value from the service provider to the final consumer remains unanswered. But we've got the answer. What are the rights and limitations of you, the consumer? What are the rights and limitations of you, the consumer, the producer, and even the regulator in today's Nigeria? Don't miss Prosumer Forum on Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM.
Radio.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Defining broadcasting.
All right, welcome back to Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. So today we're supposed to talk about copyright. And you know what copyright is? Using the works protected by copyright law without permission, infringing on certain exclusive rights granted to the copyright holder, such as the right to reproduce, distribute, display, or perform the protected work, or to make derivative works. In short form, in broken English, don't go and copy another person's work. Nah. Remember how growing up, my first meeting or my first introduction to the word piracy or copyright infringement was with Nollywood. You know, we'll be hearing piracy, pirate. I'm just like, mommy, why are these people shouting? Why can't they just allow us to watch movies? They just be saying, don't buy pirated copy. See this movie now. You know, when those adverts are happening, when you want to watch a movie, they'll not say, help the Nigerian government get rid of pirate. Piracy is not good. See posters and details for more. What? Now. Like, why are these people just shouting inside the video? But then after a while, you know, with age, I came to understand why it was important for them to start the fight against piracy and copyright infringement. You see, what happens is that when you have produced something as a producer or manufacturer, and you spend money trying to produce that to bring it to that particular stage, there is a process, you know, the research, you know, until you get to that part where you finally understood what you want to do. Let's say you want to make tea, brown tea, that is not sweet but it's also not bitter. You know, you go through a process. You know, you try this, oh, it did not work. You try this, it did not work. You try this, it did not work. It's all those trial and error that you've been doing that actually you spend money on until you finally find out that it's just when you add lemon. You understand? When you add lemon, then you not add apple juice and something, then you get it. You now see someone who goes to go and recreate that same end product that you just did. After all, you found out that it's just apple and lemon that brings about that same kind of tea, and then they mass produce it. My Igbo brothers are good in that kind of thing. Oh, God of God. If you go to Aba, if you go to area, you will just see some kind of mass production. Sometimes that mass production one is even better than the original. You will not even know. I remember growing up, my brother was so in love with Timberlands. He wanted to wear Timberlands, you know, that very fine shoe that's like boots. He was just so obsessed about Timbs. Every day we wake up, Timberland, and then, you know, my father finally said, how much is that, Tim? Let's give my mother money. Oh yeah, go and buy. You know, it was so expensive. My dad kept on saying, okay, don't worry, I'll give you the money. You know, my father kept on working hard and saved up the money, only for us to now go and enter the market. We're just seeing teams everywhere. Well, like, is that how the teams is everywhere? My brother's like, stay there now, everybody's buying it. My mom said, no, hold up. Something is going on right here. Something just happened right now. What is that? Apparently there was just like, you know, copycats of the same kind of shoe. They pirated the boots. Everybody was just making it, but see, they look so good. They look like the original. If it was just me now, I'll just buy it. Just be going to where I'm going to. It's not the same teams. It's you that wants to come and be checking whether it's original or it's not original. My mom had to go to the store and everything. Now had to pre-order before he got the original. But look at what I'm saying. Now, when you pirate or you break the copyright infringement, you know, that you reproduce what another person has been given the right to produce, you know, my ideas, my content, you know, my intellectual content and all that. When you do that, it's a form of stealing. That's what it is. It's a form of stealing. You know, you see all these entrepreneurs right now, they go and find out how to make stuff, maybe, you know, school bags with Ankara, with shoes and all that. Somebody came out with that. But Nigeria, we cannot just allow somebody to just make their money from that, their business. We will pirate it everywhere. We're doing so much. Everybody wants to go ahead and just be doing it. And that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. And if you're a producer and you have that experience, please do try and call in and let's talk about it. Ordinary President is no longer on the show, so don't call and talking about me helping you to solve a problem, please, sir. Please, I was not born in the art of that. Hello,
good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma. What's your name?
Antonia from Wawalada.
All right, Antonia, talk to me.
Please, some people so fake land to me with fake papers. I don't know how you people will help me.
On Saturday, there's a program called Sites and Services.
Sorry?
A program called Sites and Services.
Okay.
Is either that program or on that program, Sites and Services, that's where they discuss land issues, land problems, and they'll help you solve it.
Saturday, can you text me the number?
Which number? This is the number
The
now.
number of call.
This is the number now on Saturday.
Okay, on Saturday.
Sites and Services.
Time.
Just give me a minute. Let me get it now. Sites and Services is by 11.
Thank you, ma.
Yes.
Bye.
All right. Thank you.
I'm grateful.
Oh, she wanted to say something else. Okay, great. So let's talk about it. Are you a producer? Have you been a victim, or have you fallen victim to mass production of your products and services? You know, I remember when Lindy KG just hammered. Just bought her house at Banana Island. Nigerians that did not know what blogging looks like. Like over 400 blogs popped up just that same month. Everybody wanted to blog. Like I said, if you just go and write something online, the money will come out. I'm sure by now they have understood that, you know, it took Linda a lot of time, hard work, and all that. I remember also when she went through the problem of plagiarism, taking content from other people without giving credit to them or having to pay for it. You know, she went through that issue. So you know, everybody has to understand that when someone has worked hard to produce or to manufacture a product, you have to let them reap from their labor. You have to allow them enjoy what they have done instead of going to go and pirate it, instead of going to infringe on their copyright and just say, because there are laws that protect this thing. And I'm sure like maybe tomorrow I'll bring in a lawyer into the studio, and so we can talk about the legal part of this, because right now I can't discuss the legal part. But see, there's a law that is protecting the copyright of the producer. If a producer has a copyright to produce a certain kind of charger, he alone has a right to produce that charger, not you. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Very fine.
Okay.
Please, can you turn down the volume of your radio set?
I've done that.
Okay, talk to me.
Please, because that you said that ordinary president is not on the radio show and the program, and you are not born in that. I didn't get you well. I want to understand what you mean.
No, that was a joke. Look at what I'm saying is that you have to wait for him when he comes back, maybe at 4 o'clock, if you want to ask him any question.
Okay. Because some people, those that are calling for problem, just try to let the person know that this is not your own show, instead of so that the person's mind will calm down, because seriously people are passing a lot.
Yes, that is true. Just tell
the person that, my dear, this is not my program. That is all. It's okay. The person will understand.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like this caller just said, that's what I was trying to pass along. I was just making a joke that this is not Ordinary President show. The whistleblower is done. But if you can hang on till 4 o'clock, the Ordinary President will be right back so that you can talk to him about the issues. This show is strictly on, producers and manufacturers and consumers, products and services. If you have a land issue on Saturday at 11 a.m, sites and services, you can treat that, or maybe on pro bono. Pro bono happens at 10 a.m. every day. So Mondays to Fridays, pro bono happens 10 a.m. So you can also call on pro bono, and you have a lawyer come in and talk to you about those particular issues. Okay. I would not be able to offer any professional advice right in this particular. That's what I'm saying. This program is strictly different. Okay. All right, thank you. Okay, so still talking about mass production. I remember then Nollywood was going through a lot of piracy. Producers will suffer. They'll make movies. They'll work hard, put in a lot of money, a lot of sweat, and go and make a movie. And next thing you just see, it becomes pirated, and then they're not able to recoup the money that they have spent in doing that. You see, it's not easy to go and shoot a movie and all that. No matter how easy we might think it looks, it's not that easy when someone goes and spends their money, puts in their sweat, their time to create something and bring it out, and someone just comes in and gets the finished product and mass produces it, and then you buy it for cheap, because it's been mass produced. The person on the short end of the stick is the producer and the manufacturer, because he still doesn't recoup his money. I thank God for the film industry of today. I thank God for Nigerians of today who are letting the film industry actually recoup their money. That's why we didn't really see any huge Nigerian sponsoring very good movies, because they weren't recouping their money. It wasn't a good investment. But right now it's a good investment, because you and I can actually pay money and go into the cinema and watch a Nigerian movie. I know a movie that just grossed the box office on the first day that it came out. It made over 20 million naira. So the monies that would have been spent in making that movie, to be able to pay the artists, go to the location and make sure they bring you that experience that you had, while watching it. That's the money they have to. It's a business for them. It's their own career. It's their source of livelihood. So if you go and pirate it, you're trying to say, I don't value your work, I don't value your source of livelihood. Do you understand? That's basically what this thing is. Okay? So I'm not that we want to paint it and say, it's expensive. Well, it's their own work, it's their own business. Just like in your own office, you have your own rules of engagement. That's the same way every company or every career part has its own rules of engagement. So still here talking about piracy and copyright infringement. Like I said, there are laws that specifically guide the producer and manufacturer on their products. Like I said, copyright infringement is the use of works or products protected by copyright law without permission. So even if you want to use it, for example, there are certain extracts from certain articles, quotes that you just can't quote without giving credit to either the person who originated it or actually taking permission from the person. You want to distribute any products, please take permission from the producer. If you want to display or perform, that's why sometimes there are certain places you go to and you're not allowed to display certain things or certain products, because you cannot prove that you have paid the company or the producer to display those products. So these are the things we're talking about. Also, it is important to know that if you are a copyright holder, that you need to routinely invoke legal and technological measures to prevent and penalize copyright infringement. Don't take it lightly. Don't say, well, it's okay. Don't worry, let's try. No, it's not okay. It's not okay for someone to infringe on your copyright. You took out your time to create that content. Go and copyright it. Then also, if you are a producer, this is one good advice I will tell you. Whether intellectual content or physical content, please go and copyright it. Go and patent it. If you just think of that small, that's why you see the Ordinary Ahmed is always advising startups to go and patent their ideas. Go to Ministry of Trade and Investment and go and copyright and patent it. Go and make sure that it's patented to your name, is yours. So that even if at the first try it did not work, no problem, it's still yours. It's still your creativity. If another person goes to do it without your express approval or permission, you can sue and you get paid. You understand? So it might seem expensive, in the short run. It might seem expensive, but what you need to understand, what you need to know is that in the long run, it's going to save you from a lot of headache and a lot of stress. Okay? All right. So we're talking about copyright infringement, piracy, just for you to understand that it is going to use, reproduce, display a product that has been copyrighted or that is owned by another person without the express approval or permission of that person. We'll be right back. Do stay tuned.
the regulatory bodies, discussing their challenges and common goals. The question is who gets value from the service model.
Bringing together Nigeria's producers, consumers, and the regulatory bodies, discussing their challenges and common goals. The question of who gets value from the service provider to the final consumer remains unanswered. But we've got the answer.
What are the rights and limitations of you, the consumer?
What are the rights and limitations of you, the consumer, the producer, and even the regulator in today's Nigeria? Don't miss Prosumer Forum on Human Rights Radio, 101.1 FM.
101.1 Human Rights Radio. Redefining broadcasting.
All right, welcome back to Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. It is still Prosumers Forum, and we are here talking about copyright infringement and as well called as piracy. You know how is let me put it this way. You go to buy something and you prefer to buy, that cheaper one, let me just go and buy this cheaper one, looks like it. Well, let me just go and buy. That's fine. That's within your means. But the thought I think as Nigerians we all need to have is to understand that there are actors in this game. There are people who have to put in their money, their sweat, their time, their all to bring out certain products and certain services that we do enjoy. So, going to or being part of the act to either, plagiarize, pirates, or go and reproduce it, mass production, just so that you can make more money, or what's the essence to that? It saddens my heart. It saddens my heart because we are a country that is now rooting for made in Nigeria products. We're rooting for entrepreneurship. We're rooting for skills acquisition. We're rooting for us coming back to do what it is that we can do, looking within ourselves to create content. And so if I were to be a young and upcoming entrepreneur who has content, I'm scared to put it out there. Why? Because I'm scared that somebody will take it and go and reproduce it and just make it, and then I'm not able to make money. I was talking to someone about intellectual property, and they just did not understand it. You can place any amount on your intellectual property. It is you that values it. It's your mind. So when you're creating something, when you're putting together something and you're saying to yourself, oh, this is how the idea is going to look like, this is what it looks like in your head, please go and put it on paper and patent it. Own that your idea, own that your work. It's like me talking about documentation right here, and I'm saying to you, own that your project, own that your idea, that your creation, own it. And if for you, the consumer that is on this other side, I feel like maybe sometimes the consumers don't know because they just go in and they just want to get something and they just look for it, how much this is, and they pay and they go. But for you that knows, for you that understands that, oh, this is not what this product should look like. You see how I remember one bag, I think it was a Gucci bag that came out, and in the space of 2 weeks, I saw the bag everywhere, and I know how much the bag is, So I'm like, what's going on? Did they do a giveaway? Why is everybody with the bag? And apparently, I discovered that there was a mass production. Someone came back here and duplicated it and now started to distribute it, and everybody was buying. I get it, affordability of the same thing in the market, but then you can't duplicate someone's idea and business and still put their logo on it. How can you duplicate a Gucci and still put a Gucci on it? Why? You want to duplicate a David Lale. You still put, that's the problem. You duplicate it, and it's not even of the kind of quality that is being used, and then you still put their logo on it. Are you trying to ruin the business or what? It's not bad enough that you have infringed, you still want to ruin the business for them. There's a lot of money that most producers and manufacturers put into producing and manufacturing that experience that you get from either using the product or enjoying the service. And it takes a while. It takes their stamina, sleepless nights, and all that. They put all these things together to make sure that you get it in that bag, you get it in that shoe, you get it in that shirt. You see the shirt maker trying to make sure that his ideas, his dream inside that shirt is interpreted by the person who's wearing it. But you see, after all that stress and sweat, somebody just buys the shirt, 10,000, goes and looks for a cheaper material and just sews it 3,000 and starts selling it 1K. Don't worry, you make a lot more money, but then you have deprived someone from their hard-earned labor. That's what this is. Okay, so pick up the phone and call me if you have been a victim of this, copyright infringement, plagiarism, piracy. Let's know. You're a producer, you've been producing something, all of a sudden you went to Kontangora market and you saw it everywhere. You're like, I thought this was my product. Or you went to Ariera in Aba, or you went to Balogun. Anyone shall pick up the phone and call 081 89 99 1011. I'll take the number again, 081 89 99 1011. All right, so we'll take a short break. We'll wait for your calls and your messages. Remember, you can follow us on our Facebook, Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM, and on Twitter at HRIghts Radio. Don't go anywhere. Do stay tuned. Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Oh, we lost that call. Do try to call us back. 081 89 99 1011. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi, what's your name?
This is Ibrahim Online.
All right, Ibrahim, talk to me.
I called to.
Eh?
I called to.
You called to?
Hello.
Okay, I can hear you now. What did you say, my dear?
I called to beat the human rights victim.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, Ibrahim, have a lovely day. Yes, bye. All right, keep the calls coming in. 08081 89 99 1011. I mean, let's talk about this issue. Please reduce the volume of your radio. All right, keep the calls coming through. Remember, if you want to talk, please reduce the volume of your radio before you actually pick up, you actually make that call, so that our frequencies are not jamming and we can hear each other, okay? All right, also choose your choice of words. Be nice, be gentle, Hello?
Hello.
Reduce your radio set. If someone is listening to it next to you, you can actually walk away from the person. You don't have to hear yourself. Just call me and let's talk. Let's just have a conversation, you know. Hello? 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 Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, sir. What's your name?
Is that Human Rights Radio?
Huh?
Is that Human Rights Radio?
Yes, this is Human Rights Radio, sir.
Okay. I just want to call to contribute for your program.
Okay, sir.
Okay. The issue of piracy.
Yes.
Yes, I know. Piracy is a very bad business, but the bad people, we have to survive. Without that, I don't think they survive. They create out of creation. When they create now, they make more knowledge to okay, so the aspect of copyright of radio or music. Sometimes you see your have to add to your own and make it more sweet. You understand? So I don't think it's a bad business. Compared to our leaders that are just killing the money. I don't want the masses to even eat. You understand? So for the policy, I think they are breaking them where they work. So thank you very much.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for that call.
Okay.
All right. Bye. All right, keep the calls coming through. 08189991011. Victim of piracy, victim of copyright infringement, victim of plagiarism, or just, you know, a story that you might like to share with us. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. What's your name?
My name is Musa Idris.
Hi, Musa. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you, ma.
All right, talk to me.
What are you talking about, ma?
My topic is about piracy.
Huh?
Piracy.
Okay, let me just listen so that before I contribute.
All right, thank you so much. All right.
You're welcome, ma.
Thank you. All right, let's keep the calls coming through. You see, before I even started to answer calls. Oof. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. What's your name?
This is Johnson.
Blessing, you're welcome.
The issue of piracy is a serious issue and is a threat in our country. Actually, I don't really know what is going on. Because if I could remember very well, when about 10 years or 15 years ago, we used to see Standard Organization of Nigeria moving about, checking product and thereabout. But it's unfortunate that these days, it looks as if the government that is even regulating some of these things are no longer doing what is expected of them. For instance, if you go to Gwangwalada market, you will find out that there are many fake products that is full of that market, Gwangwalada to be precise. And I keep wondering, what is government doing about situations like this? I bought a bacon insecticide from that Gwangwalada. I discovered that it's kerosene that is inside. And when I went back to the shop to complain, the person actually confessed to me that actually in this market that is fake. Some of them sell fake products to survive. When I took it up to them and I said, today I'm going to do it. People have to come and beg in order for me to live in. We as a Nigerian, in situations like this, it's supposed to be a matter of concern to everybody. So I realize this is the second time that I have been saying something concerning this, and I want government to go into action.
Okay.
But it's unfortunate that it seems we are not concerned at all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for that contribution. God bless you. We're still talking about it: piracy, copyright infringement, plagiarism, all whatnot on the Prosumers Forum. We'll be right back. Do stay tuned.
Human Rights Radio.
domestic violence. And this wife, she keep like say them put tape for her mouth. Or if Phoebe say for your area, it get this gutter where people they throw away dirty anyhow. And now when rain they fall, everywhere don't block finish. Now so everywhere they smell joint and people fold their hand. Kukuma cross leg they form oga. I been for your office or place of work. Person they do anyhow. I been a government they do something when not just follow at all. Anything where you see say not just make sense and we gas corrector. Oh yeah, make una call, make we take yarn this matter. Remember, make you no call cost anybody.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
And no call use foul language. Make you know say where your rights stop. Now there another person own starts. My country people, time don't reach where I go carry myself waka jejely from here. Because say now ordinary president now qualify to take talk this matter. My hand no day. Until then, make una continue to be your brother's keeper. This program, now brand new program for your radio, Human Rights Radio 101.1.
Human Rights Radio.
Welcome, my dear friends.
Human Rights Radio. Your 100% effort is not good enough.
You know.
Give me 101.1 effort.
All right, you're welcome back to Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. It is still Prosumers Forum right here on the greatest station, and we are redefining broadcasting. Truly, we're making sure you have a wonderful experience. We have been talking about piracy and copyright infringement and how it actually affects you. You might say to yourself, well, I'm not producing anything, or I'm not giving any service, that just requires anybody to pirate or anything. Well, it does. It will affect you, because down the line you'll be getting watered down products, and then you will keep complaining that, oh, you bought so and so from a certain company, and what they gave you was a defective product. Meanwhile, it wasn't from the company. The company did provide a good product that would actually serve the need that would actually serve the need, the reason why it was produced. But then some of my brothers or sisters, some of our fellow Nigerians who felt that, you know what, no, we need to make a better version of this, went to go and pirate it and then mass produce it. Now what that has done is that, one, they have taken out money from the hands of the man or the woman who has spent time and time over time to produce that product. Two, they have reduced the quality of that product by watering it down and trying to produce so much more. Three, they have reduced the prospects of investment in the country, because people are just going to say, well, why do I want to invest in a country that is involved in piracy? But someone says to me, well, there's certain cases where, it's in piracy, then it's not, they don't reduce the quality. Okay, hold on, let's take this call. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hi, hello.
Hello?
I can hear you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. What's your name?
My name is Judy.
Oh, hi, Judy. Talk to me.
Okay. Very interesting topic you're talking about there.
Thank you.
And this piracy thing is a very serious problem. But what I don't understand is how, because I'm an entrepreneur, and I've been, on my idea for a while now. So I can't imagine after executing it and it's been pirated. That's going to be like heartbreaking. But then, talking about this, what about those people? Because whatever happens, we blame them on our leaders, and we blame them on, poverty and the rest of them. That's one thing I want to understand. And then another thing that is important, when you go and trademark it so that something like that will not come up, I want to know, has anybody been sued in Nigeria and is being paid for? Because I still don't get the system. Like, I'm very sorry, my heart weeps for this country, for everything that is going on. I'm sorry I'm a Christian, I'm sorry righteous, therefore perverse judgment proceed. So I don't know if anything like that happens. How can my interest be protected?
Okay. So what was your question again? Let me get you.
My question is, what can be done? Like, has anybody been sued for pirating anything and is being paid for?
A lot of cases have been won. You see, that's why the first thing you see or you hear the ordinary president say is go and patent your product, even if it's just an idea, you know.
Put it down. It's just an idea.
Yes, even if it's just an idea. Yes, ideas are intellectual properties. Do you understand?
Of course, yeah.
Just put it down on paper. And you know, and as much as you're going to keep developing it, you know, as much as you develop it, you go back and I think you go back and notarize it. Do you understand?
Yes. Yeah.
So go and patent it, let it be yours, so that for at any time, even if you tried it and it didn't go well the first time, it's still yours. It's still yours. Even if someone else, you know, tries it and his own works, you know, is your product. Do you understand? You can sue the person. What the person can do is the person can come to you and say, well, I see that you tried to produce this toothpaste like this, you understand? And it didn't work. So I have an idea of how we can make this toothpaste work. Can we partner? Or can I take your permission? Or do I get your approval to be able to do this? In which you can decide to say, you know what? I need you, before you do this, you're supposed to pay me so and so. Do you understand? That's what it's, in that case, if it doesn't happen, you can actually sue. I have seen a lot of big companies that have been pulled under because of doing that. They take ideas from startup companies with and just they blow it up and then they make money because probably they had the funds. Do you understand? To be able to push the PR and everything. But if the startup or the entrepreneur has good lawyers, you can actually sue and take down the big company, yes. And everything that is accrued to that product comes back to you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Judy. Thank you so much. All right, Judy, do have a nice time.
Thanks so much.
All right, thank you. All right, so to round up this, I would just say to the producer, you know, don't stop producing, but be very smart, be very cautious, you know, whatever you're doing, be very sensible about it. If you have an idea that is your idea, that you know that is yours, that has not been repeated before, anyway, take it to the Ministry of Trade and Investment, and you know, there will be like a search and all that, and they'll find out that this is a new idea, then you know what, it will be patented, and it will become yours. It's yours, it's your product, it's your service, you know, and so you take it back while you're tweaking it. As much as you tweak it, you go back and, you know, you notarize it, and then it becomes just, like I said to Judy, even if it fails, you know, it will still be your product, and you can come back and try it again. Then for the consumers, please let us help. You know that movie, that it has been pirated. Don't go. Instead, we know it's expensive and all that. We will plead for the producers to probably reduce the cost, but no. Don't go, because you never know. It might be you next time. You go and buy that bag, that shoe, and all that has been pirated. What you're doing is you're taking money from the hands of the person who has worked so hard to give to someone who has not done any job. Okay? So for all of us that are in this, let's help each other. That's the only way we can build ourselves as a nation, as a country, so that even if someone comes into this country and they want to do that, they would understand that we don't do that to ourselves. We help each other. We help businesses grow here in Nigeria. It has been a wonderful time running our Prosumers Forum with you and having a fantastic time teaching this. God willing, tomorrow I will be here making sure that you have a fantastic time. Coming up next is Telephone Banner with the Ordinary President. Do stay tuned. Thank you so much, Shola. Thank God. And Chike, thank you so much for making sure. And Blessing, the only staff. Thank you so much for listening and making sure that this program did come. Oma, Kemi, Sherifata, Mr. Keke, thank you for talking me through, making sure that I was able to grasp what I was able to talk about to my head of programs, and also my Madam HR. Thank you so much for this. Do stay tuned. We'll be right back.